Good morning, yarn tubers. Welcome back to Wanderlust Crochet with Dana and Dooley. Dooley. He just ate his breakfast in bed. Yes, he did. And he's getting his scratches. We're doing a little cuddling while I'm getting the coffee going. Now, the plan for today, you gotta get that out of the corners of your bowl, Dooley. Yeah, get that out of there. That's good stuff. Okay, so I'm somewhere in northern New Mexico. I'm north of Albuquerque, and we're gonna hang a ride at Albuquerque and go to the Pilot there to get fuel and a shower, and then I'm going on into Pruitt to deliver this load and pick up another one, and then I'll probably spend the night at the same place where I saw that red heeler dog that we named Pam, that I talked about over on my other channel. So hopefully I'll be able to give her this little bag of dog food that I bought yesterday. It's not much, but I'll lay that out there for her if I see her tomorrow morning when I get up. So anyway, check that out. I named her Pam after Pam at Red Gingerbread. So go check that video out on my other channel. Dooley has had his breakfast and his chicken jerky, and we are, I said the word. I might have to give him another one, especially since he made an appearance, right? He needs to get paid. So, and I am making coffee for my, for my thermos. Now, yesterday, I'm sorry, I just wasn't feeling it. I was dealing with a little contention over a rock chip on my windshield. Now, normally, I don't give a rip about a rock chip. I don't. But it is right in my line of sight, and it's illegal! Seriously, people! Don't just fill it with resin and tell me to go on my way. It is illegal. It is in my line of sight. So I was really concerned about that yesterday, and how, well, they own their trucks, the Cascadias and the Volvos, but they don't own these Internationals. So poor Mimi, my International, she gets treated like a foster child, man. She just, if they wouldn't treat her like a piece of crap, she wouldn't turn into a piece of crap. Now, these Internationals they're not the Cascadias. You know, they're not luxurious. They're not the Kenworths. But don't treat it like junk, or it will turn into junk. I like living in here. I do. And I don't mind driving it. Just don't put me in a dang Volvo. Don't get me started on that. Okay, so what I was supposed to do yesterday is what we're doing today. This week's, it'll be, it must be March 26th. So March 26th pattern giveaway right here. Comment down below about the pattern that you're looking at. You know, what kind of pattern would you like to have? Up to a $10 value. And because I'm in the U.S., if you're in the U.S., you have more options, right? But if you're not in the U.S., just, find somebody's blog or Etsy shop, and, some designer's pattern that you want to have up to a $10 value, and send me the link or tell me how to find it if you win, and I will, I'll go get it. Up to a $10 value, I'll buy it, I'll download it, and I will email it to you. Of course, if you're in the U.S., you have more options, because I can drop ship you something. I can send you a Kindle. Last week's winner, she got that big book of Granny Squares in the Kindle version, and so I just sent it to her email. Girl, let me know in the comments or in an email that you were able to get that there weren't any glitches. Okay, so that's what's going on here. Making coffee, getting it in my thermos. Another thing I gotta get at the Flying J is a couple more jugs of water. That's another reason I'm not just fueling and going. I spent the night here at a wide spot, a parking area. Just it's like a rest area without a rest area, without, you know, no buildings. It's just a pull off, you know, room for trucks, and that's where I spent the night last night, somewhere down here in northern New Mexico. So grunt camping is what we're doing, but we're used to that. So that's why I'm stopping at the Flying J for the shower and fuel and water. That's what we're getting. And then going on into Pruitt to get this load delivered, and I'm pretty sure he'll have another one for me to pick up. I'm supposed to be headed home after I get into Ontario, California, because I've got home time coming, and this thing needs an alignment. And it probably has a lot to do with these roads that I'm running. They're pretty rough in spots. Yesterday wasn't too bad, but yeah, yesterday I delivered in, so here's what I did yesterday. I delivered in Aurora, Colorado. Hang on, I'm making coffee here. And early in the morning, and then I went back to the yard and we argued over things that need to be done with this truck, but okay. Then you know, I went and scaled at, well, that was yesterday. So the day before, I gotta tell you what I did. Confession time. So the day before, I was waiting around, you know, for all of this stuff to not happen. And so you know, in the afternoon I had some time, so I bobtailed on personal conveyance. I guess I'll show you. On personal conveyance over to Joann's. Yes, this did not help my Scorched Earth challenge. Well, it kind of did, because I need to get going on this one project that is on my list for the Scorched Earth. First of all, while I was sitting in the driver's lounge, of course I bought 2 bags to put these projects in. First of all, I was in the driver's lounge and I was working on my the thermal stitch potholder. Look, I love this. So, you know, thick. Yeah, very thick. And another thing I got at Joann's was an H hook in the Clover Soft Touch. My favorite hook. So I worked on that. I didn't get very far because, you know, I'm in the driver's lounge. I'm talking to other drivers. And, oops, I also bought some Big Twist in wine and in white. And I am working on the 2-layer Afghan. I'm, you know, experimenting, trying things. I am finding that, you know, you go one way with one color and you go another way with the other color. Carrying the yarn shows through. And it made it bulky. I didn't like the way it laid. Now, I'm using an I hook for my experiment. You know, even though Big Twist recommends an H hook, a 5.0, I'm using the 5.5. I may go on up to a J hook. Just to make sure, you know, I haven't decided on what yarn I'm going to use for it anyway, but I kind of like the Big Twist. I really like the Big Twist. So, yeah, those are pretty colors. I wish I would have gotten cream instead of white. What was I thinking? But anyway, so it was yes and no on the Scorched Earth challenge about this Big Twist, because it is for the project, you know, that I want to complete this year. So, and it's going to take some experimenting and some trial and error to get that done. So, yeah, that's what I did day before yesterday. And quite honestly, that night I tried to do this video, and after the second try, the first try, I like bumped the phone, I dropped you guys, I ended up stopping the video, you were all over the place. So, and of course I was too, because that's who I am. And then I tried it again, and I don't remember what happened on the second one. I'm like, I give up. And the next morning I had to get up super early to go deliver that load. So, and then I just never got around to it, because then I went back to the yard, argued about this truck some more, and then grabbed this load and left. Okay, we got to do a little more on that. Yeah. So anyway, so I'm sorry I didn't get this up yesterday, but I have been crocheting. That's a happy thing. That's a happy thing. And we haven't made the bed. I'm still in my pajamas. We're just, it's early in the morning. Somewhere on the side of the road in northern New Mexico. So that's my plan. Check out that video about Pam, the Red Healer, that I named after Pam at Red Gingerbread. Yeah, check that out. I don't know what else. Oh, I got some terrible chicken from Walsenburg, Colorado. Don't go to the KFC there. Oh my goodness, that's another story. Yeah, I wanted original recipe. Now, that is original recipe. No, it's not. That's crispy. There are no herbs and spices in this. It's just crispy. Well, that's what we have. I paid for... I had to go back because I wanted... I ordered 8 pieces, because I can eat on it for a couple days, right? 8 pieces of all dark meat in original recipe. I get back to the truck, and I've got 8 pieces of chicken, including breasts and wings, all in crispy. And it was like a really dark... It was overdone and it was dried out. I'm like, what the? So I took it back, and they bring me back 8 pieces in dark meat that are extra crispy. And we got in an argument over what is extra crispy and what is original recipe. There isn't an herb or a spice to be found, and it's the crispy. Anyway, now I'm rambling. Now I'm ranting. All right. I love you guys. Good luck in this. Bye.